legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. No reason to risk trying to field that one. As it skips through the end zone, it'll be a touchback. Hand to the running back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tar Heels can really attack on this second and short. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
So now it's second and long. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Quarterback making checks. Second down, he'll throw it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Looking for more room. After making the interception, he took it all the way back and sets up his offense at the 17-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. To the air on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
And the Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Making side adjustments here. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. The Tar Heels line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Got his man on the outside. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't we try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Got his man downfield. Finds some room. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, LSU! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Throws to the tight end. On target to the left. They bring him down with a big play. Will move the sticks.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Tar Heels in the hurry up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the back in the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Tar Heels will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Out onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. The give to the tailback. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about adding that back out.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. That's caught. It's caught. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, a running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some bounds and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get...
There he goes! Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. to cap this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. The give to the single back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
LSU lining up 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Looking for blockers. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is score pretty dang quickly.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Unleashes one. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing.
Oh, he's going to just keep moving. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. To the ground, he's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
They keep him out of the end zone. He's run out of bounds at the 5. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat. Dang, you talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Old Dominion is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by a field goal over Bowling Green. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
And the Tar Heels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Complete in the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
The Tar Heels line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 30.